2014, collectively respected as the best collection of talent the Kentucky State Finals has ever seen. We'll talk about the names, the legends here just in a second. Our guest here today is a 2014 state champion, adding to that history. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Yes, sir. I'm Darrius Parrott, 2014, 195 weight class, state champ, 29-0, baby.
And you went to, was it South Hardin?
North Hardin.
No, I'm joking. That was meant to be a
Okay,
joke. You
okay.
know what I mean? Oh,
I was
and
like, Alex, I see your page, bro. You know all these schools.
yeah. That was my attempt at sarcasm. I guess
I
it
feel you.
failed pretty hard.
Nah.
A lot of people don't know this. To the Hardin County schools is for a long time before Central Hardin came into, I guess, came out of consolidation. There was an East Hardin and a West Hardin. And there's several state placers. I think there's one state champion from West Hardin, if memory serves me correctly. So Hardin County, man, there's a lot of good wrestling in Hardin County
Yeah,
collectively.
we're
John
built here.
Hardin, Central Hardin, of course, North Hardin, 4 team state championships, 68, 69, I believe was it 78 and 81.
Uh-huh.
30, as of this filming, this is September 4, 25, 34 individual state champions. Of course, you're on that list.
Yes,
And
sir.
fun fact about North Hardin is they're the only school in the state history that has a not a state placer, but somebody represent North Hardin at every state tournament since we started the KHSAA State Tournament in 1964. So
There we
there's your
go.
fun fact of the
There
day.
we go.
Um,
We
so
on the
man,
map.
um, we just talked about North Hardin has a great history. Uh, what gets you into it, man? How do you find it?
What, wrestling?
Yeah, how do you find
My
wrestling?
my
What gets you
my
into
big
wrestling?
my big brother, he started wrestling. We started with I believe he started with Noax. Joe Burrows,
Yep.
shout out legend. Started out with him. And in my head, I'm thinking WWE. And so I started, and at first I hated it. I was a big crybaby, started crying at practice, didn't want to go, none of that. My mom is the one that told me, You're not stopping this. This is something that you might be good at." So we kept it rolling. My big brother, though, he got me into it.
And what grade, what age do you think we hit the mats for the first time?
Uh, he started his freshman year. He's 4 years older than me, so like sixth grade, seventh
Okay.
grade, sixth grade.
That's a I don't want to say a good age, but that's a good
That's
age to
a
kind of get into it
Yeah.
because you really kind of find out, okay, like when you go to school, people, you kind of know, okay, this guy or this girl, whoever, we know that soccer's their sport or baseball,
Yeah.
or, we kind of looking down the pipe. All right, we've got a pretty good, if this group stays together, we got a pretty good shot at
Hmm.
going to state basketball, or this guy's going to be our quarterback, or, man, she's a phenom on the pitching mound or whatever. And that age group is when you really kind of separate. I love doing this. It's past the kid because there's so much more you can do when you get to that age. And we've had a lot of guys on the channel from across the state, across the generation say that fifth, sixth, seventh grade year is when they really kind of found it or they really start taking it serious.
Yes. Well, I found out I was me mentally in my head. I found out I was good whenever I got second at state at middle school, my eighth grade year, and that's whenever I was like, "Wow, I might be all right at this." Started
Us
started waking up early, doing runs.
So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So 2009, give or take. Is
Yes,
that
I
okay?
believe so. My brother's senior year.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Was that at Central Hardin?
It was no. I don't want to say where was it at. I don't know. I remember red bleachers though.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. I
I
forgot.
after 400, and I believe your video number 408 on the series, information kind of starts to jumble. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And
yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason, I was thinking that Central Hardin hosted it. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I
If you
don't.
know
It's
the
definitely
answer,
not them.
okay, as I say, if you know the answer, whoever out there, put it in the comments because I would like to know
I
myself.
would too. I'm about to call my mom after here. She'll definitely know.
Okay, yeah, we may put in a screen or like a
Yeah,
thing,
for
what
sure.
year it was or where it was, I should say.
Okay.
So, man, the 2014 year, of course, is your state championship year. We're going to talk all about that just in a minute. But let's go through your career, high school, freshman year. Walk us through that. Your
Freshman year.
state placement and all that.
Uh, did good. Did good. As every freshman did, we come up short. You know, it's a big. I was wrestling. That was when it was 189.
Yep,
Uh, Wrestling big boys. I'm in there with the men. So I made it.
absolutely.
I made it to state. I got better. I beat out by Bernard Ray from LaRue County. Shout out.
Yep.
Uh, that was it. I'll tell you, I had a good year, winning record year. Ain't
And
nothing
of
wrong with
course,
that.
Bernard's on the channel already, state champion from LaRue County. So no shame there,
Shout
making
out.
it to the big dance there at the dungeon.
Yeah.
Last year at the dungeon and lose. Bernard, I believe, was a 2013, I believe,
Yeah.
2012,
2013,
2013
2012.
state champion. So, like I said, man, no shame losing there. Your sophomore year, how does that go?
Um, Made it to regions. Wrestling another LaRue County wrestler, BJ Carmen. Shout out. Tore my labrum.
Hmm.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Man,
Didn't get to
that
finish.
I hate to say, man, sometimes that happens, but man, this is unfortunately, this is a physical sport, and
Yeah.
injuries are
Every
although
day.
tragic, part of it.
Every day.
It's part of it, man. So many guys over the years that we've done videos with have said something coming in ranked number one or undefeated, and like I said, 2 weeks for region, just fall wrong or have something in practice go wrong,
That
and you're just
easy.
like, oh man.
That easy.
The human body, man, no matter how much we condition it and do all these things, is sometimes you just don't know, how you're going to react to things. You know what I mean? Something you've
Yep.
done 1,000 times in practice, you fall wrong, you do whatever, there you are,
Yep.
sitting on the operating table. Now, before we get to your junior year, Uncle Alex has got to speak to the current high school, middle school age kids, boys and girls.
And
Listen, listen
listen.
to what you're going to hear because you're hearing from somebody that's been on the top of the mountain and somebody that would like to go back and do things a little bit differently.
A lot different.
So turn your ears on. Parents, coaches, guardians, make sure that your youngsters listen to this. So how did your junior year go?
Junior year. It's gonna haunt me forever too. Killing it. Killing it. I think I'm third or fourth in state right now, so I'm feeling good about it. I'm one to not care about the rankings, so rankings didn't matter to me. I'm busting it every day. I'm out there early, staying out there late. Unfortunately, I would go home and make some mistakes, and I regret it so much. But junior year, a week before regions, I got hit with a drug test, and unfortunately, I failed it. So that year, no matter how much you work, no matter how much you put in, if you make one mistake, it can cost you everything that you've worked for that, and you'll definitely regret it for a really really long time.
Man, uh, I'm glad that you shared that. Hopefully, it
Of
lands
course,
with somebody or more than one person. I hope that
I
the
pray that it does too, because that is
and
something that burns in my heart for the rest of my life, wondering what I could have done.
now before we go any further, what weight class would you have been in 2013?
195.
195. So
Yeah,
you would have been wrestling. Ooh, Thomas.
Thomas, no, from Southern.
Thomas
Yeah,
No, yep,
yeah,
that's exactly right. And
yeah,
Thomas's review videos on the channel as well. So,
yeah.
man, alive, that would have been a good. Did you wrestle Thomas before?
I believe so. I believe so.
So
I don't know how it went, but I think I've wrestled him before.
I got, man, I got you. Now,
Give guys shout out Thomas Snow.
yeah, man, shout out to Thomas. Thomas is my dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I call him the mayor of the Preston Highway in Louisville because he's been at Southern and now he's head coach at Male right there on the same
Yeah, I saw that.
the
I still have him on Facebook. I keep up with him, so
yeah, man. Thomas is my dude. So,
yeah.
man, thank you for sharing that story.
Of course.
High school age kids, middle school age kids, whatever you do, please,
One
please,
thing can
please,
change your
please
life.
don't put yourself in that position. I know it might be cool, whatever, to go out with your boys or the crew or whatever to do it. If you do have a substance issue or an alcohol issue or whatever it is, don't keep it a secret because
Talk
not
to
everybody
somebody.
has the easiest upbringings. Not everybody has the easiest home life. We understand that. Go to your coach. Go to somebody an adult that you can trust and say, I have this going on. I know I shouldn't be doing it, but, and go from there. Because the last thing that we want is for somebody to get a Facebook, notification that somebody was found dead of an overdose, or have to miss potentially being a state champion, state
State
placer,
champion. Yeah.
whatever, just because maybe got hooked up with the wrong crew. And it's easily done. And I do not remember where I saw it. I cannot remember where I saw it, but I do remember reading it that the 14 to 18-year-old males, the worst time for them or the most time that they get in trouble with law enforcement or they're arrested or whatever is during school sessions, like September to June, August to May, whatever their session runs, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Now, why is that? Because they're home without supervision. That's
Yep.
exactly why. And that's when you start seeing people start going down a path that is not the best for them. So please, I'm done preaching at you. Darrius has a great story there of how potential two-time state champion was derailed just because of a failed drug test.
One
So,
mistake.
and man, like I said, you learn from it. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I mean? And the
Yes,
sad
sir.
part is most people in life don't learn from lessons like that. But you were able to get the train back on the track and say, you better watch out because I'm coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I came back.
2014, man.
I came back.
Yeah, absolutely, man. 2014, 195 pounds. Of course, you're a senior. Your state tournament run, you start off with a 1 minute and 31 second fall over Bradley Easterling from Ohio County. Had you wrestled Bradley before?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And just curious. Now, this name, I do not know this person, but they have a great wrestling name, almost a great professional wrestling name. You win a 1 minute and 18-second fall over Austin Weird of Fairdale.
Yeah, I know him. I remember.
Okay, say Austin, man, you have a Hall of Fame wrestling name.
It is a cool name.
In the quarterfinals, you win a 5-3 decision over Elijah Miller from Covington Scott. Elijah would go on to get fourth place. In the semis, you win another 5-3 decision over Aaron Stevens of Trigg County. Aaron would go on to get third. Now, of course, we're not going to tell you everybody the score. We have the video. But you're in the finals. You're wrestling Devin Morrow of Wayne County. Had you wrestled Devin before?
No, because he was undefeated. So until we clashed.
Okay. And well, the reason I bring that up, man, is, and I've said it in videos, and my Wayne County crowd always messages me, but it's true, is Wayne County has a very unique, a very distinct wrestling style that is hard to prepare for if you don't see it a lot. They're all, the double unders, trips, throws, they like a modified freestyle, if you will. Danny Upchurch has been the coach at Wayne County for a very long time. A lot of great champions come through there. And you can watch the guys that we have on video, they're all wrestle pretty much the same. Like I said, if you don't see that style, it's kind of hard. Kentucky's such a big spread out state. You got your Western Kentucky, the way they wrestle. Northern Kentucky has their own style. Louisville, Eastern Kentucky, Wayne County, Woodford County had their own style there for a very long time.
Yeah.
Very unique style. And only time you really, for some people, you wrestle them is maybe in the state tournament, the state finals. And what a place to, wrestle somebody with a unique style than the state finals, right?
Yeah, he definitely had a unique style, I'll tell you that.
I got you. Now, before we talk about the 2014 final list, when you win that semifinals and you come off the mat, knowing you're in the state finals, man, talk to us. What's your thoughts? What's your emotions going through that? Because so many people have various answers. I love hearing what you guys have to say.
Well, first, I'm celebrating with my team because I've wanted that for win or lose. I've wanted to make it I wanted the spotlight on me.
Mhm.
I felt like I deserved it and I needed it in my body. So I'm celebrating. So first 30 minutes after that, it's back to the drawing boards. So every time my mom gets me some pickle juice, drink some pickle juice, and then they send me back to the hotel to take a nap before it.
Oh, you went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was the only one left, so I went back. Everyone stayed to watch the rest of the matches. I went back to the hotel, had to take a nap.
Well, man, but we've heard a lot of guys say that when it was at the dungeon, because you could go, right across the street to that big tower or whatever that one other, I can't remember what it was, right down the road. But I think you're the first person that we've had said that left the horse park.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, man.
My brother has that wrestling knowledge to where he knows that my coach did too. D. Lavelle, shout out D. Lavelle, and Joe Burrow. They knew what was probably the best for me. They knew that I should probably go.
D.
Yep.
Oh man, D's my boy too. You know what I mean?
He was in the corner. He was my corner.
I got you. I didn't know that.
That's Big Brother.
Yeah, man. D's my dude, man.
Yeah.
The whole Christian County, Hopkinsville, man.
Yes, sir. He's doing an incredible job there.
I've kind of adopted them as my dudes down there. Every time I go down there, man, they're nothing but nice to me.
Yes, sir.
We come down to Christian County couple years. I think I've been to Christian County 5 times doing the videos with guys, and the last time that I got to go down, I think it was on a Sunday, and D called me. He was like, "Yo, I'm at the Piggly Wiggly. I think it was the Piggly Wiggly." He's like, "Yo, they got the best chicken you'll ever eat." And I was like, "Whatever they got, man, give me one of each."
Get it. Yeah.
It was good, man. So D, man, he's my dude. Now,
definitely shout out D. He never stopped believing in me. Anything I've done wrong, any mistake I've ever made, him and Joe definitely put me back in my place and understood that we're all human. We all make mistakes and we all need to keep going forward from there.
I got you, man. That's good knowledge. Now, before we talk about the 2014 state finals, when you're there, the face off, and you're looking around, are you like, holy cow? They some animals here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was weird. I didn't. I'm gonna be different about this. I didn't like the face offs. I didn't. There was no, you think of state finals spotlight, and we didn't really have all the. But we had at the not the horse part. What was the other one?
The dungeon.
Yeah, but that was you got that spotlight right in there in the middle. You come out and handshake, and it was nerve wracking, but I was ready to get it over and done with. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And to that point, we have the officials, the coaches association. We have made a lot of people have said that exact same thing, and the videos prove it. I mean, the videos that we have from the horse park as compared to the dungeon, which there's no replication.
There's nothing compared to that.
The this past year, the 25 year, we had sparkler, fireworks sparklers there whenever they ran out.
Oh, nice.
At the edge of the mat, they had when you raised the hand, they had these big steam cannons shoot up. It was pretty. They turned off They
There we
turned off a
go.
bunch of. They didn't do the spotlight like at the dungeon, but they turned off a bunch of the lights like over the bleachers, so it kind of gave a little bit more of a cinematic feel,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
But we are doing our best to get it to some level of atmosphere like the dungeon. So nothing we can do about the past, but maybe moving forward we can
Yeah. Or
use it.
maybe I can step up and do it and help the next kid out that wants that kind of feeling.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good way to put it. Now let's talk about that state tournament lineup there, the state finals, I should say. Of course, 106, state champion Turkerhurst, Woodford County. He's on the channel.
Yeah.
The 113 champion that year was the first of his four from Union County. We need to say rest in peace to Bryce Sheffer.
Rest in peace.
We are going to be doing a memorial video for Bryce. It's just getting it lined up with his family. The 120 that year was number one ranked in the country, Nathan Boston out of Woodford County. Of course,
Yeah.
Indiana state champion, moved in 2013, 2014 state champion in Kentucky. The 126 that year was some little weakling named David Carr from Woodford County. I don't know
just
how
watched
his
this video the
wrestling
other
career
day.
turned out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He may have
sure.
moved back to Ohio and become a four-time champion. May have went to Iowa State and become a two-time NCAA champion. Maybe on the fast track to the 2028 Los Angeles Olympic Games.
Yeah.
But he was wrestling two-time state champion Trey Blackwell from Union County, who, oh, by the way, went on to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, talk about a lineup there. 132, five-time state champion Brock Irvin out of Union County. 138, two-time state champion Sean Fowles out of Campbell County. Oh, by the way, Sean was a four-time NCAA Division I qualifier at NC State. And he was wrestling Angel Vasquez, who was in the finals. He was a 2015 state champion, but he was in the finals 14 and 16. 14, 15, and 16, I should say. 145, Michael Whalen out of Henry Clay. Michael gets overlooked in that because of all the talent, but he was pretty good too.
Super good.
At 152 and 160, you had the Lampy brothers out of St. Xavier. And the 160 Lampy, he beat two-time state champion Casey Cornett out of Simon Kenton, would go on to be most outstanding in 2017. 170, two-time state champion Johnny Myman out of Rowell. 182, Tyler Frank Roan out of Trinity. Four-time state champion, Absolute Animal, Austin Myers out of Campbell County. Went on to wrestle at West Virginia University and Missouri, qualify for the NCAA tournament. And one of the best heavyweights that people don't talk about, Brandon Johnson out of Dixie Heights, two-time state champion. Brandon, back-to-back years, most pins in the least amount of time, quickest fall. In the 2014 state tournament, Brandon didn't wrestle a match over a minute.
Really?
Now think about that. All five matches he pinned his opponent in every match under a minute. That's what I call kicking some tail.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
I never heard
pretty
that.
tough.
I never heard that.
So, man, like I said, Bryce, Nathan Boston,
I was
David
in there with some dogs.
I was gonna say, man, you definitely were in there with some absolute. Like I said, so far it's the best. Now time will tell the story. 2025 with the Rainey brothers and Ricketts, a couple other guys coming back. George Dennis, all those guys could be rivaling it. But right now, you could start another country. That's how big of a gap there is from the 2014 state finals to who's in second place. There's nobody close. There's some great years, don't get me wrong, guys. But
there's some dogs in that line.
Is just incredible. Now, before we watch it, I have to ask my obligatory question. Has it been a while since you've seen your state finals video?
Yes, sir. Sometimes I reminisce and I try to find it again, and I never could. I'm not tech savvy, so I just look up my name, state finals. If I don't find it, I don't find it. I just blink in my head and remember it.
It took me some doing. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It took me doing some very, very in-depth internet sleuthing, and I found it. I had to send a few emails to get access to it because it was on a website that was active, but that part of the website wasn't active. Then that part was. Then you had to email and get like, I think it was like $9.95 for the account or whatever. So it took some doing. You know what I mean? But I've got it. And of that, I want to go through this. Tucker's on the channel. Nathan Boston, David Carr, Sean Fowles, Michael Whalen, Austin, and now you. So we still got a few guys to get with. Some of the dudes, the Lampies we've talked to. Like I said, Bryce's Memorial, a couple other guys. But man, I'm glad to get you on. So that 195 can be represented. Let's pull it up here. And there we see America's
look at that
guy. Some of the dudes there in that lineup. I think Austin and the guy from John Hardin, I can't think of his name, but he wrestled. Right there, he just shook hands.
I don't remember.
So got some pretty good dudes there. When you're standing there looking around, you know, the horse park's a pretty big place. I think it's like 5,000 seats or whatever. Yeah. I was at this state finals, pretty well full. I believe this was 2014. This was the year that, of course, Brock led the Union County team back to the state title after a couple years of. Let's see, 2013 was St. Xavier, 2012 was Campbell County. So Union County hadn't won it in a couple years. They had 2 state champions that year. But when you're looking around, do you just kind of take the moment in?
Yeah, for sure. I can close my eyes right now and still remember everything that goes around me that time.
All right. Can you still remember your allergies for the horse dander?
Yeah.
I got you. All right, man, enough talking about it. Let's go. Here we go.
Go for it right there. Looking at the team competition once again, Union County 192.5 points, Campbell County 179. I think Union County has 3
come out, man. Shake hands.
In the state finals, Campbell County 4.
We'll jog off the.
This is what it's all.
There you go, man.
What happens in the season is just momentum to get better for the state tournament. So
my buddies out there, Rocky.
Hey, exciting match coming up. 995. 2 undefeated.
All right, so undefeated guys going at it. What are we looking to do here from neutral?
Just find control.
3-0. North Hardin.
Because I know they're big in the, like you said, double underhooks, all that kind of stuff.
So yeah, this.
And I'm pretty quick on my feet, so I try to keep it moving.
Hitting 2 undefeated wrestlers. Yes, you're right.
You got
the North Hardin kid.
Garrett Pickle there is the assistant. So 2 good referees. I think I've shared rooms with both these guys at wrestling meets.
He almost scored a takedown right there.
Right there, man. In today's out of bounds.
That should have been a takedown.
But in 2014, man, you were out of bounds.
That should have been a takedown.
Matchup right here at 195, 2 seniors. Undefeated. Yeah, Morrow was 5th a year ago at 180 in the 182-pound weight class. So he has been on the podium before.
So,
North Hardin has had
knowing that they're upper body heavy, knowing that you're kind of a little bit more nimble on your feet,
North Hardin coach Joe
what was the just hope something kind of press the action like that, or
just try to attack the legs.
Excellent coaches, mentors for these young men.
You're trying to pull him in there. He's trying to push the face away, push the head away.
It's got a single leg and comes up
there. It
with
is.
A nice takedown.
There was some muscle.
Right at the edge of the
Get that takedown.
I needed that.
40 seconds to go. Opening period. Devin Morrow from Wayne.
Another thing I regret is not wearing a white singlet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was big into if you change that can ruin the dynamics of everything.
Mess with the mojo, huh?
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah, man, but those big nice white final singlets, man, those are sharp. You know what I mean?
We had some beautiful ones too.
All right, so you're on top here. It's like you've got wrist control.
All right.
And he's getting ready to hook for a Peterson or some type of a Peterson roll.
I remember feeling that coming.
Yeah. And, not successful. So Parrott's kind of.
One big thing I've always was good at is having those big hips and being able to control people on top.
I got you. So he deferred. You're going to take down. Now on the bottom here, what are we looking to do?
I do nothing but stand up automatically. I'm not losing any energy being on the bottom. I never do.
False starts.
So a little bit antsy there on the start. That's all right. Better to be antsy than not enough antsy.
Yep.
You're trying for a switch, but he does a good job defending that. There's at this weight, like 182, 195, 215, all that heavy, man, if you get your hips too far at that weight, it's hard to, you must be a brute to get them off of you.
Yeah.
So on the bottom, I mean, keeping those hips safe, keeping yourself not overextended, that at that weight especially, man, that upper weight, you really got to know what you're doing.
It drains you if you stay down there.
Yep. I see D standing up there. I can tell that's D just by the way he's moving.
Yeah, he's into it.
His face.
He's wrestling through me right now.
Yep.
Minute to go, second period.
So we got 1 minute left in the second period. I don't want to say the worst time, but
there's a lot of stuff I could have been.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Been doing a lot of stuff.
Period.
I can see. That's why I watched this. I'm like, man, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do this?
And I've officiated Wayne County so much in my tenure as an official that when they're down late in the period, they really try to turn it on. You know what I mean? They really try for the throws and all that. So
inside the final 20 seconds of the second period.
You have a lot of family, a lot of friends, classmates, teammates, whatever in the stands cheering for you?
Yes, I do. I have quite a bit of them.
Second period comes to a close, and Darrius Parrott of North
All right, so you're up 5-0 going into the third. And he's going to take down
Morrow in this match.
Morrow's got to get an escape and come up and get a big takedown.
Start the third. You're up 5-0. What's the game plan? Is it just
I was playing it. I was playing it cautious. I don't know why. You know, I'm a young person, so I was playing it cautious. I should have went and kept on attack.
Yeah.
But I was playing it cautious. I should have been a lot harder. I wrestle a lot, but I still to this day I wrestle a lot better than that. You see, backing up, I don't know why.
90 seconds to go.
Yep, I think.
So Darrius Parrott continues to lead.
Yeah, okay.
5-1.
Yep. And in case you're wondering, guys, the commentators that you're hearing for the actual video we're watching, one of them is Coach Rusty Parks from Woodford County. The other gentleman's name, I cannot remember it, but that's if you hear a familiar voice, that's who it is.
Morrow is trying to get an upper body lock.
I could have shot right there.
Shoots, but they are very, very strong with upper body locks and throws at Wayne County, so that's kind of their forte.
That even Rusty, Coach Rusty Parks is saying about Wayne County's upper body style of wrestling. So Wayne County, don't hate on me.
45 seconds to go.
And really, he's got to have a takedown that's going to put Parrott on his back. That's his only chance.
Yeah.
Takedown won't help him, so he's going to have to come up with a 4 or 5 point move, which would be takedown and back points.
30 seconds to go.
Now, right there, man, on that snap down, did you just not want to try to score?
I should have scored.
It's away from finishing undefeated on the year.
See, he hit me with the stalling.
Joining Nathan Boston as the only undefeated wrestlers so far in the state tournament. We have Alston Myers coming up next at 220, who's undefeated. Final countdown. The fans are calling it. And North Hardin.
And D picks up your other coach back there. There you go, man.
Parrott, finishing undefeated, knocking off the game challenger from Wayne County, Devin Morrow. And so North Hardin's Darrius Parrott, the senior, finishing on a high note to Rusty, undefeated.
Great year, great year.
Great year.
Absolutely, man. Excellent performance.
Brock Urban, just
and here's the medal ceremony.
Kind of hard not to. Yeah. You know, here's the first.
Now, before we get to
be a 5-time,
you know, yours, you got a little bit of a time, but this past year, the 2025 girls state finals, or state tournament, I should say, there at the Horse Park. The girls team, man, they had a big fan. They must have brought like a spirit bus or a fan bus or whatever. They did, because every time that one of the North Hardin girls would win, the student section would sing the fight song.
Yeah.
Because
of course, Darrius Parrott.
Every time you'd hear a fall, you'd look, and there they'd be over there clapping, singing, whatever.
Man, what I'd do to come back to this day again, huh?
Total team points, but we're thinking Union County's still out on front.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Now, is that a young Brandon Reed on sixth place there?
No.
Okay.
Because
that's someone from the Cougar. I forgot the school. The Cougars.
182 match.
And of course, right there, you saw this. Elijah got his medal. Of course, you wrestled him.
Shout out Brandon Reed too.
Aaron Stevens,
who won.
There's Devin getting his. Let me pull it up real quick, because I don't know, and I need to know
a
that.
Little bit for a solid third place. And if I'm not mistaken, maybe St. X and Woodford might be tied for fourth. I'm not mistaken right now.
Well, we're seeing Darrius
It was Jake.
Podium at 155 pounds.
No, I'm sorry, Mark Saunders of Bullet Central.
Yeah, yep.
So again,
there you are, man, on top of the podium.
There in the top 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, that's traditionally year in, year out. Those
there you go, man. You point up over, I guess, to your fan section.
Fighting it out for
turn around to the other side of the crowd. You don't stay up there very long. I was going to ask you about that.
Gotta get out of there. I did my job. I'm out.
Oh man, you gotta savor that moment. You know what I mean? Save it forever.
Yeah.
That man, you wrestled good. You wrestled a good state finals match. You didn't do crazy stuff. You didn't go out and do it. To me, first time, you know what? When I watched it, I guess, of course, you know, I was like, okay, I see what he's done. But even watching it again, you didn't like overextend. You didn't try to force things. You looked like you was running, you know, in football analogies, you were running like a base offense. You know, hand off to the halfback, hand off to the fullback. You know, through the one hole to the two hole.
Stick to the fundamentals.
Yeah, and so watching it back after all these years, does it play out the way you remember it?
Oh yeah, I got chills right now.
Well, good, man. I'm glad we were able to give you the video back and, you know, have it on the channel forever, and everybody that knows you or wrestled against you or whatever can have it, and your family and friends and all that.
Thank you so much for that.
Hey, man.
You're a blessing for that.
Hey, man, and like we've been trying to get it lined up for a while. I'm glad we was able to do it. But man, just a good performance all the way around. And I think you said right there, ooh, could have shot there, could have shot
Yeah,
there, could have
yeah.
shot. So
The
I'm telling
funny,
you, man.
here's
Go
the
ahead. I'm
big thing
sorry.
about that. Here's the big thing about that too. My brother, he wasn't there, so I called him. Hey, I just won state. He was like, "Yeah, I was watching. You could have done this better. You could have done that better." And
Yeah.
my young mind, I wasn't listening. I was like, I needed like a congratulations or like I love you or no. He was completely right. I could have done a lot of things better,
And
and that's
the
something like we can teach. We can teach other kids now.
and as young, watching this, not just yours, but so many other people. The first review video that we did with a state champion, Josh Muncie from Sheldon Clark, 2001, 189-pound state champion. He's now the head coach. Josh has been the head coach, man, for probably 16, 17 years now, I guess, somewhere in that neighborhood. And we were watching his video, and you can see in he's like, oh man, I should have done this or what, man.
Yeah.
And watching it back, I wasn't very good. And I was like, Josh, son, you want what's going on? I wrestled terrible. I was like, man, you wrestled good enough to win. And sometimes, man,
Oh,
it
it takes
truly
sometimes.
is. Wrestling can be a very strategic endeavor.
Hmm.
No matter as much physicality that goes into it. I'm talking about Coach Parks. I've heard him say a lot of in interviews and talking to him and stuff. He tells his wrestlers at Woodford County, you need the wits of a chess player, the endurance of a marathon runner, the strength of a power lifter. Put it all together, shake it up. What comes out, and that
All
is
of
so
that.
true. Is the that chess match of I know my fundamentals are good. I know I'm pretty good at this type of takedown, this type of offense, but is it really going to mesh? Can I
Yeah.
really get it on this person in their style?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't. Is my defense better than their offense? Well, then I guess I need to be defensive instead of pushing it like I have
Hmm.
before. It's strategic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, man, I think we've reached a pretty good place to wrap this one up. Is there anything you'd like to say, add, take away, anything like
Um,
that we haven't covered, man? It's all up to you.
I like to give a wholesome shout out to everyone that's was along for me with that journey, with the journey that I'm going through now. My family, my sister Daisha, my mom, they both pushed me real hard to be the man who I am today. Even though sometimes I have my fallbacks, they're always there to catch me. A lot of people are still around me in my life that were with me during that journey. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all been real. I appreciate everyone that supported me through thick and thin.
All right,
Ain't
man.
nothing, there's nothing I can do to repay anybody back, but I just want to say love. I appreciate you, Alex, man. Watching that for real, watching that match hit me in the heart. I just
Well, good, man.
I have a brand new kid now, so whenever he starts getting older, if he wants to wrestle, I'll show him what his dad looked like.
And with that, say maybe not now, but at one time, Dad could do it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Here's
I'm about to get back in the gym now. I looked all right. I looked all right. I'm a
I was
little
gonna say, man, I could see you had some tone. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I'm out of shape now, but I'm gonna come back now off of that. I'm gonna watch that video every morning I wake up.
Hey man, I got it, bro, man. Well, thank you for doing this. Like I said, we've been trying for a while to get it lined up, and today
Yes,
was
sir.
just we was able to get it. And I'm like I said, I'm sure the North Hardin crowd is going to enjoy it. And like I said, your family, friends, everybody helped you along the journey. D man, gotta hook me up with some fried chicken from the Piggly Wiggly. We know you're going to watch this.
Hey, me
So
too. I'm about to call him right after this.
yeah, they say, what's up with this Piggly Wiggly chicken? You know what I mean? You holding out
Yes,
on him,
sir.
man. You got to bring it up here. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys and girls on the mats.
Y'all stay positive.